So apparently, right, plaqueboymax, diva tatted on him, right? Grown man with diva tatted on him and wearing wigs and whatnot. And apparently some guy come up to him. I don't know exactly what his relationship is to plaqueboymax, but he comes up to him and tells him, calls him a demon. I didn't really watch the clip fully, but this is like the synopsis of the clip. Calls him a demon for what he's wearing. As I was scrolling on TikTok after the fact, I've realized that the internet is not really divided into two. Majority of the internet is saying that OJ shouldn't have said anything like that, and if he was to say anything, he shouldn't have said it the way he said it. And other people are saying that they agree with him. Other people are saying, well, he's from the Caribbean, that's how he jokes around. That's how Caribbean people talk, to which I can say that is true. Caribbean people do not care about what they say at all. They just say it however they want to say it, and they do not care if you get insulted, and they will actually be surprised if you get insulted by what they say. But why I'm making this video is because I just realized that he don't care. Because it's one thing to say something bad, but he don't feel sorry about what he said at all. Like, not one bit. He don't feel sorry about it. He didn't really know that Max was gonna take insult. Like I said, Caribbean people, when it comes to sensitivity, they're not the best. I can tell you this. West Indians do not know too much about empathy, compassion, sensitivity, or respect. I can attest to that, right? But what I will say is that the reason why I have a problem is more so because he don't care. Like, not at all. He don't care. But I seen a video of him like walking around streaming university, right? After the fact, and a whole bunch of content creators, you know, the content creators there and the streamers, they were all collectively ignoring him, bro. I think it was Stable who basically said he was a dork. Everyone was ignoring him. DDG kind of like, you know, everyone was basically like pushing him away. But then he gets to talking to Ray. Hey, when he gets to talking to Ray, yo, play the clip.
Nah, stay away from me, bro. You got bad PR.
No.
Yeah, you got bad PR, bro. Bad PR, stay away from me.
It's still shrimp and broccoli, okay? Still shrimp and broccoli. It's still little extra lemon in the lemonade, okay? And ding my fucking bell, okay? Yeah, you want $2? Ding, 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 ding.
Wow, nah. His PR about to go all the way down.
But he's not even lying, because look at what he said. It's some racist, bro. He said some racist stuff, bro. And then he gets to Rakai, and then look what he said about Rakai.
I mean, I get that every day. Rakai, your teeth is parallel to the universe. What are you talking about? You are a horrendous human being.
Man, your breastplate shit, man.
You're a compressed Bitmoji. You're a compressed Bitmoji. Your Mayweather's left balls. You are just ugly with money, but you're still ugly.
You ugly as fuck, man.
Look at your nose.
You're canceled, bitch.
Look at your ugly. Fuck wrong with this thing? You're funny to me, nigga.
Hey, you're canceled, gang. You're canceled, gang. Bye, man.
Just start flaming him. Rakai didn't even go into him, bro, because he knew he was already cooked. Bro, I think OJ is actually the first person in like years to actually truly get canceled. Like, I've never seen someone get canceled like this in a mad long time. And part of me wants to feel bad for him because, you know, I'm a caring guy. I'm empathetic like that. But at the same time, you gotta understand that your words, your actions have consequences. I feel like with these streamers and content creators, they do things either forgetting that they're on camera and there are hundreds of thousands of people watching them, or knowing that they're on camera and doing it because 100,000 people or so are watching them. You feel what I'm saying? Regardless of how you think about Max having diva tatted up and tied up on his body and wearing wigs and whatnot, and I am, as much as I kind of feel bad for the treatment he's getting, I am kind of glad that he's getting the treatment he's getting, because I think we as a people need to be reminded about the consequences of our actions. I feel like we as a society need to be reminded about the consequences of our words and the consequences of what we do on the internet. I feel like we need to be reminded of that our actions, our words hurt people. And I feel like, especially if you're going into content creation, especially if you have an internet presence, you need to be reminded all the more how dangerous it is for you to say just any and everything that's on your mind. Especially if you want to be a streamer, a content creator, you have to remember it becomes even more easier for you to ruin your life. And mind you, here's the interesting part about OJ. We as a collective have never seen him before. I don't even know how we got into streaming university. I've never seen a clip of him once. I did not know he existed until just now. You feel what I'm trying to say? And now the one time the entire internet finally knows who he is because of this. And now it's a first impression, and first impressions last. So I don't know how he's gonna shake this. I don't know if he's gonna even shake it, but now he has a bad rep with other content creators. Now we can't network. Now his one connection with plaqueboymax ruined, right? He's ruined. It's raps for him, all because of this little one interaction, this one conversation he had. His rep is ruined because of one conversation, because of how he made someone else feel. You feel what I'm trying to say? You got to be so careful. Whether you agree with what OJ said or not, my bottom line is you got to think big picture. You got to see this for what it really is. You got to be so careful. No matter what you are, no matter what you're trying to accomplish, no matter who you're trying to become, you have to be so careful. It is so easy for you to ruin your life. It is so easy for you to ruin who you are simply because of your ego, simply because of your status, simply because of what you believe in your opinions. He really should have just pulled him to the side. Something off stream. At the very most, if he really, really had to say something about it as a grown man, he should have known to say something off stream for it to just be him and plaqueboymax. And the only way for us on the internet to have heard about it is for Max to come on the internet again and be like, yo, y'all would never guess what just happened to me, bro. OJ says something. You know, part of me was like, okay, Max, like, especially because, you know, you gotta understand, I'm seeing streamers, you know, the way I see streaming university and the way I see streamers in general is like the majority of the things that they do it for entertainment, they do it for clips, they do it for numbers, they do it for metrics. So I thought Max crying, I originally, call me a dick, but I thought Max crying was just for the clip. But I really thought about it, like, just imagine someone coming up to you. You know, I feel like, and I forgot too, like, apparently, Max was excited to see this guy too. So, but just imagine, you excited to see your friend on stream, right? And you on stream, just imagine you excited to be in streaming university. You're right where you want to be in life. You know, you get to see this guy. You got hundreds of thousands of people watching you, man. And then this guy comes and calls you a demon, rebukes you in front of hundreds of thousands of people. Let's be real. From some, if not many, they just gonna brush it off. You know what I'm saying? But not everyone's that strong to just brush off something like that. You know what I'm saying? Not everyone's that strong. It takes real courage and strength to be yourself on the internet. And to get shot down like that publicly for millions of people to see, that'll hurt me too. I'm gonna be real. That would hurt me too. Like, what happened to human decency, bruh? What happened to compassion? What happened to empathy? Why is everything now about numbers, metrics, revenue, how much you can make, how much this makes it? Why is everything about rep? Why are we not caring about how others feel? Why do we not care about the mental health of other people? Why do we not care about being decent individuals? Why is everything about looks and what we can get? What happened to decency? Why are we so cruel? Why? We lack human decency. Especially when we get in front of cameras. I feel like we as a society, we need to get that checked out. Why is it that we lack human decency so much? I don't know. You should have never done that. Why did you have anything to say, period, bruh? Like, at the most, he should have been like, yo, Max, what you got going on, bro? Why is it such a big deal what next man got tatted on his chest? I'm not gonna lie, I'll make a joke about it too. If one of my homies came up, had Diva tatted on his chest, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna say something about it too. But ultimately speaking, because why do you got, but ultimately speaking, we gotta look at all the variables, bro. He's live streaming. Hundreds of thousands of people are watching him. Handle things better. Do things better. Be decent. I'm not telling you to change your opinions. I'm not telling you that what you think and what you believe is wrong. You all have a right to criticize whoever you want, right? If God allows you to criticize whoever you want, I should too. I'm not God. I'm not better than God. I'm not going to do God's job. What I'm saying is this, though. Be decent, bruv. Be decent. And this isn't just for people like OJ, bro. This is people who just like to do anything and everything for the clip. Be decent. If what you have to do to make it involves hurting other people, bringing other people down, humiliating people, calling them out of their name, or anything of the sort, then maybe you don't deserve to be where you want to be. Maybe you don't deserve to make it. If you don't believe me, once again, look at OJ's situation. You think he's going to make it as a streamer or a content creator now? Unless he comes up with the greatest apology of all time. And he already said he's not going to apologize. He's cooked. Other streamers don't associate with him. They're ignoring him. He already burnt his bridges before they were finished being built. That's not good. He self-destructed his career for something that did not have to be said. He could have went the entire night. That's my opinion, though. Once again, people on the internet saying, oh yeah, it had to be said. Other people are saying, why you gotta, whatever you have what to say. My issue is, say it differently. Do things differently. One thing that grandma taught me is that there's a way to do things, bro. This was not the way to handle anything, bro. I really feel like the only reason he said something was because people were watching. Because other than that, let's think about it. Why are you as a grown man so concerned about next man and the way he look? Nigga, did you make him? No. Did he come out of your balls? No. Are you his God? Does he worship you? Does he bow down to you? Does he sing songs of praise to you, my guy? No, I don't think so. So why are you so concerned about what next man looks like? If it bother you, fine. Just keep it to yourself. People bother me all the time. They don't give me the liberty to just tell them that their existence bothers me. What happened to the slightest bit of human decency, bruh? And I don't think it's gonna get better, bro. I think, especially considering how the streaming game is being revolutionized and it's evolving with every year, I generally think that we're gonna become so obsessed. And I say we as in content creators as a whole, we're gonna be so obsessed that it's gonna be all we care about. Is gonna be the only thing we love. It's gonna be the only thing we become intimate with. It's gonna become our gods, become our idols, become what we worship. And that's going to be the case if we're not careful. We're not going to care who we hurt. We're not going to care what we say because it's all for the clip. We're not going to care what we do, whether it breaks the law or not, because it's all for the clip. We're not going to care about morals or ethics or basic human decency because it's all for the clip. We're losing the plot, ladies and gentlemen. Why are you as a grown man worried about next man? When you on Streamer University getting the greatest opportunity for any content creator that is not big, any small to medium sized content creator, any content creator that's not Mr. Beast can benefit off of Streamer University. Any content creator. And the fact that you there and allowed to be there, you could be doing anything else. You can be doing anything. You know what I could do if I was in your place? You think if I was in your place, I'll be worried about why Max got diva on his chest? No! You at Streamer University, the greatest opportunity for any content creator, and what you decide to do at the biggest streamer event of the year is to worry about what next man got on his head and how next man looks to you. Nigga, you gay. You gotta be gay. Cause like, what are you talking about, bro? Instead of building up, let's remember, ladies and gentlemen, OJ is not like Ludwig or Speed or any of like no, he's not OG. He's not one of these OG content creators. We don't know him. To me, he's small. To me, he's unknown. And instead of using this opportunity to build himself, he's using it to worry about what next man's wearing. We have lost the plot. We have lost the plot. And I'm going to stop talking about it now because, I mean, what I'm doing is technically parasocial because neither of them know me. Neither of them don't give a rat's ass about me. Forgive my language. But no one should be humiliated by anyone, especially to that degree. Conviction is good. Criticism is good. Humiliation is not. If Jesus Christ himself refuses to humiliate people for sins that directly offend him, if he refuses to humiliate people, why do you insist? Why do you insist on jumping head over heels? If Jesus Christ himself does not care, why do you care? I do hope that he learns something, because from what I'm seeing, especially on the clips, he's letting his ego take over. And so he's not showing no remorse. He's not trying to show any bit of remorse or, or any form of backing down. The only thing he's saying is that had he known Max would have been offended, he wouldn't have said it. But I feel like if he did any form of thinking, any form of like critical thinking, you would have probably kept your mouth shut, at least for a little bit. Probably thought to myself, you know what? Max happy to see me. Max got 100,000 people right beside him. Let me just not say what I want to say. Let me just shut up. Let me just keep it pushing.